Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I feel like it's been a while. I think the last video that I had posted was my what I got for Christmas. So it has been a bit. We've already gone into the new year. Happy New Year. I hope this year has been treating you well, even though it's only been a couple days. But yeah, I kind of just wanted to do a video and just kind of do like a check-in with you guys, see how you guys have been doing, just talk about, how I've been doing, things that I have going on with me. And yeah, just my goals and intentions for 2022, things that I want to work on. So I actually had like written down kind of like a list, and I put this list up on my refrigerator. I have it held up with my little magnets. So I kind of wanted to just go over those with you guys, just to keep you guys updated. Sorry, the sun is coming in, so it's getting a little bright right now. But yeah, I hope you guys have been really well. I hope you guys had a good holiday. I hope the new year has been treating you very well. I have been making a conscious effort to work on the things that I really want to work on, that I've wanted to work on for a really long time, for years and years. And I've just never put forth enough effort into the things that I want to accomplish. So yeah, so I've really been trying to do that. So I'm just going to go over my goals for 2022. The first thing I put is work on being overall healthy, which obviously ranges from like all sorts of things. And I definitely am like more specific, later on. But I just want to have that put there just to have it there, just to have it out there into the universe and just remind myself of being healthy, which involves kind of all aspects of that, like my physical, emotional, mental, everything I want to work on, and just make sure that I'm just being healthy, making healthy choices, doing things that feel good for me. I put that as like kind of like a blank statement, but obviously I have other things that are more specific. Sorry, I'm very thirsty. I've been trying to do my water. That's one of my goals, is to make sure that I drink at least 96 ounces of water a day. That's about like 3.5 of these. So I try to do like 4. I guess I just did 96 kind of because like this container holds 24. So I was like, well, I was kind of like, what's a reasonable number? And then I just times that by a couple and I was like, yeah, 96 sounds great. I don't necessarily know how much water you should be drinking. I believe that the standard is like 64 ounces, but obviously it depends on like your weight and your height, and obviously it's based on a lot of things. So I'm kind of just going with like a flat 96 for now. But yeah, so I'm going to be drinking my water. This is the thing. So I haven't necessarily been great about it, great with tracking. So because I've kind of been good with like tracking my actual water, but I drink a lot of like seltzers. So, like seltzer water. So obviously it doesn't have any like added sugars or anything. It's just, like a seltzer water. So I've been drinking quite a few of those. I always drink those all the time, and I always forget to track those. So I feel like I'm getting in like a decent amount of water. I consider that water because there's not any added like sugars or anything to it. So I definitely feel like I get like a decent amount in, but I haven't been great with tracking those. So I need to, remind my brain to track those as well. At least until it feels more natural and I'm like drinking more fluids and more frequently and everything, I kind of have to tell myself to drink this much. So until I get into like a routine of drinking, then I won't have to think about it so much. So I have that, and then I put down explore more foods and do more cooking, because I've really been into cooking. So I got those cookbooks for Christmas and my birthday. So Steven's mother, she got me those 2 cookbooks, and then he got me the cookbook as well. I'm pretty sure I showed all of them in my what I got for Christmas video. So I've been doing like 3 recipes a week in those. So we're going into the 3rd week, I believe. I don't know. My timeline is all messed up, you guys. So right this coming week, I picked out recipes from the Joshua Wiseman's cookbook. So I have a couple of those, and it's just been really fun, trying different recipes and exploring with like different foods. I have a really bad habit of eating fast food, takeout, which is another one of my goals, spend less money on takeout / unnecessary things. So they kind of go hand in hand. And so I don't have my whys on here, but I have my whys written down and in my phone, because why is like so important. And I watch C Vibes, and she had talked about like her goals and everything, and she was giving, you know, helpful suggestions and tips. And you know, she you know, made a note to focus on your whys, and I think that's really important, and I have heard that, and I'm definitely aware of that, and I don't do it as often as I should, and I feel like that's kind of why some things fail for me, because I don't focus on why I'm doing it, you know? So then I tend to give up easy, because I'm like, well, what's the point, blah, blah, blah. And I don't focus on that. I don't focus on the point or why I want to do the things that I want to do. Or I don't have, you know, a strong enough reason as to why I'm doing them, so I stop doing them. So yeah, so I've really been focused on my why, and I want to, I like cooking, which is why I want to do it more. I enjoy it. I enjoy learning like new foods and new recipes and new ways to make things. And, you know, it's fun to try something different. I get bored if I eat the same thing constantly. So that's really fun. And it prevents me from spending money on takeout or fast food, because it gets to a point where I'm spending money every single day on fast food or takeout. Like, I've wasted so much money on that stuff, you know? And I do want to have it. I do enjoy it, and I still, you know, plan on incorporating it into what I eat, but I definitely need to cut back and not eat as much as I do. So those are two things. So I want to cook more, and I want to spend less money on fast food. And then I told you guys about my water. And then another one of my goals is to be more present and engaged with my family and my friends. So I have a habit of kind of like isolating myself. I have pretty bad like anxiety and social anxiety, and it's really hard for me to put myself in situations, even if it's people I absolutely love, you know, like friends and family, people that I absolutely love. I just have a hard time, and I always feel guilty about it. You know, if they want to hang out and I'm like, no, or like if I have to cancel plans, I feel really bad about it. And that's one thing I want to work on too, is not feeling bad about things. I should probably put that down, actually. I don't think I wrote that down, because I have a tendency of just like, I just want people to be happy, you know, and sometimes I tend to put other people first, which in some cases I feel like is important, but other cases I need to take care of me and focus on me and what I like. So anyways, that'll be a separate point. But yeah, so I really just want to enjoy, I can't talk today. I just want to enjoy more time with my friends and my family and cherish them and take advantage of the time that I do have with them. I think about my Nana a lot, and I've really been working on the regret that I have with her, because I feel like I just didn't spend enough time with her, especially like towards the end. I think I was in denial of how sick she really was, and I didn't want to think that anything bad would happen to her, or that she would be gone so soon, honestly. So I just feel like I didn't spend enough time with her as I should have, and I just don't want to make that mistake again. So I just want to make sure that I'm hanging out with my friends and my family and making memories with them. I love them so much, and I just want to take advantage of that time. Try new hobbies and get back into old ones, because I told you guys in my Christmas video that I had a blank there. But I'm really into like music and stuff. So I have my guitar, I have my piano, and I just want to like be more involved in my music. Like I used to be singing and playing music all the time, and I loved to do it. And I don't know, I think just like along the line, I kind of not like lost my passion for it, but I just haven't made the time to do things that I really truly enjoy. And I feel like that has a big effect on how I'm feeling and my mood and just my overall like health and happiness. And I really need to focus on doing those things. So I want to do that. I want to do more singing. I want to get more into art. I'm not like a great like painter or drawer or anything, but I like to do it in my free time. It's de-stressing, it's fun, it's very like creative, and you know what I mean? So I love to do that. So I want to get into, you know, more into that. New hobbies. I don't have specific new hobbies. I do need to think about that so that I have something more specific that I can focus on rather than just, oh, I want to try new hobbies. I want specific things. I kind of want to learn how to knit. I don't know why. I don't necessarily know why. One of my coworkers a while ago, I wanted to knit her a scarf, like make a scarf for her. Yeah, that's what that means, knit a scarf. But I really wanted to make one for her, and I started it, and it just came out as a disaster, and I kind of just stopped doing it, and I kind of gave up. So I kind of want to try that again, and then like kind of as my redemption, I want to knit her a scarf and be able to give it to her and be like, you know, only took a couple years, but here we are. So I really want to do that. I don't know about anything else necessarily, so I'll think about that, but yeah. So I want to do that. I want to stick to my journaling and reading every day, you guys. I've been doing really well with that. So me and Steven, we went to the store, and I got this journal. So it says note to self. I don't know if you can really read that. It says note to self. And I've been reading this book. I showed you guys in my Christmas video, but it's called Your Fully Charged Life. So I got two. I got this one and another one that Steven got me. And I've been reading it. I'm kind of like almost a little less than halfway through. And I've really been enjoying it, you know. And I think part of me, the reason why I don't typically tend to get these types of books for myself. I do. I want these types of books. I want like, you know, but I think in my brain is like, well, you know, you already know ways to help yourself. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like, I'm like, well, what am I actually going to gain from these books? Am I actually going to learn anything? Is it just going to be points that like, obviously I know, and I just haven't made enough of the effort to apply them to my life? You know, I've just always been kind of like second guessing it and assuming that I'm not going to get anything out of it. But this book has been extremely helpful, and it definitely goes over things that, you know, I know or I thought of, but I think it puts things into a different perspective that I just haven't thought of before. Or different ways to think of things and different ways to like deal with situations. I just feel like it's definitely been eye-opening for me, and it's just made me think of different aspects of things and like actually apply them to I feel like the information that I'm receiving, I feel like I'm really learning something and taking something from it because I truly, genuinely want to get better. I want to improve my life, the quality of my life. I want to improve my mood and my happiness and how I'm feeling and my health. Like I genuinely want that, you know, and I want it for me. And I feel like in the past I was just very like pessimistic, or I just thought that I knew what I needed to do and I wasn't going to learn anything. I just wasn't very receptive to other additional feedback. You know, yeah. So I'm really trying to open my mind, be completely open, and take in everything that I can, and the things that stick with me, they stick with me, and if they don't, or if they don't resonate with me, I'm not going to put too much pressure on it, you know. I'm not going to force myself to feel something, or, you know, the things that speak to me, and the things that I want to work on, they will come to me. And yeah, so I've been really enjoying that, and I've been journaling every single day. And something from that book that I've been reading, so the author, she talks about like your list of yays a day. So I kind of, what I journal is not necessarily like, yay, you know, but positive things that happen that day that I can look back on, and it'll make me feel good. And it puts a smile on my face. And because not necessarily every day is filled with like a yay or a wow exciting moment, but every day is filled with at least one thing that was good that day, or one thing that you can be like happy about. And I've been writing them down every single day since my birthday, I believe it was. I believe that's my first journal entry. I'll open it for you guys. So yeah, so my first journal entry was on my birthday, and I have a good list here, you know? And like some days are shorter than others, you know, some days they're not extensive at all, but yeah, I mean, it's something, and it's something that I can look back at when I'm feeling like down or negative or pessimistic or whatever, you know, like I feel like that was good for me to write down the things that made me feel good every single day instead of focusing on the bad, because I have a bad habit of doing that. I do. I'll take situations, and even if there were good things that happened, my brain automatically latches onto the bad things and it just holds on to them. And it's just like, why? Like, why are you allowing that to consume your thoughts? Like, yes, something bad happened, but think of the good that happened too. And it's not that I'm like completely ignoring the bad. Like, that's not good either. I acknowledge the bad things that happen, but I don't dwell on them. You know, it's just not good for you. It just isn't. It does not benefit you to dwell on the bad things. I just don't. Like my birthday. Oh, you guys, that day, my birthday, everything was like great, right? Like I was having a good day, and you know, work was okay. It was overall, it was like a really good day. I was like in a positive mood. My mom and my sisters showed up and surprised me. I didn't expect to see them. So yeah, I mean, overall it was great. And then it felt like it went downhill really quickly because, long story short, somehow Pepe got outside and I could not find him. And me and Steven went outside when he got home from work, and we searched all night and looked for him. We drove around for hours. We stood outside in the freezing cold, like looking for him. I was heartbroken, you guys, like absolutely devastated. And I felt like it was my fault. And I was just, it was really bad. I was not doing well. And then finally, it was like midnight, and we're like staring out the window, like hoping he'll come in. We put food outside, like wet food, because he is a chonker and he loves food. And we were trying to like look up ways to kind of like get your cat back in or find your cat or whatever. And it had an article had suggested to put out like wet food and some of like his toys and stuff that have his scent to kind of, you know, draw him back in. So we put out like his big old cat tower that he loves. So we put that out kind of like on our porch area. We put out some wet food, and within probably like 20 minutes, I saw him like coming through the backyard, and I was like, oh my God, that's Pepe. And Steven got him, and I was sobbing. Oh my gosh, you guys, it was really emotional. It was a rough night, and we were up so late, like, and I was just exhausted because I was so emotional on top of just like physically going out and like searching for him. It was freezing cold. I was like tired, and then I just felt like, I was like, you know, if I'm cold and tired, like imagine how he's feeling out there. Like, is he okay? Like, it was just rough, you guys. So, and normally, typically, I would spend days and days just dwelling on the fact that he was gone and how like guilty I felt and just all the negatives to that situation. And it was a very stressful situation, and it was sad, and it broke my heart, and I was worried and nervous, but the new me wants to focus on like, okay, so it was a really hard situation. It was really tough, really stressful, but he's home and he's safe and he's doing perfectly fine, you know. And I tried to emphasize that part of the situation rather than drawing so much attention and feeding so much energy into the bad part of the situation. And I feel a lot better about it. It was obviously, I felt terrible, but I feel better about the situation that I didn't dwell on the bad thing that happened, and I was more focused on, okay, well, he's home, he's healthy, he's happy, he's safe, everything is fine and dandy, you know. So yeah, anyway, I just like went on this big old tangent. Anyways, yes, I am trying to focus on the yays of every day, the good things that happen, and this I feel like is really going to help me. I've been journaling, I've been logging every single day, and yeah, it's going really well. I'm feeling really good. I definitely have times and days where I'm not doing great. It's only been what? I think we're in like the 4th or 5th day of January. I don't even know. And I'm still not doing perfect, but I don't expect to. this is like a learning thing for me. And I just have to work on myself and that's why they're goals, you know? So we're working on it, but yeah, I'm feeling a lot better. So another thing that I have, don't let the house get overwhelmingly cluttered, because I have a problem with hoarding. I hold on to everything. I find this like sentimental value to everything, and I just don't ever want to get rid of anything. And then what happens is everything gets cluttered, and then I get really overwhelmed, and then I just kind of like give up, and I don't want to clean, and I don't want to organize, and that's something that I really want to work on. I want to really work on just like keeping my space like comfortable, not cluttered, just I need that, you know? And I feel a lot better when my house is like organized and clean and not full of just like random stuff. I need to learn to let go of things that I don't need. Yeah, so I'm working on that, keeping everything, you know, pretty tidy. So yeah, I just want to keep my space very comfortable and clean and tidy, and I just want it to feel good. So that's something that I just put there. I just want to focus on that and make sure that I'm living in a space that makes me happy and comfy and healthy and feels good to me. So yeah, so I put that on my list. Be more mindful and grateful for what I have. So I have a tendency of wanting more. I always want more. And I think that sometimes it's normal to want to like improve or progress, or, you know, but it's like I don't take any time to take a second to be like, wow, I am grateful for what I have. I have a really nice home, honestly. You know, it's got a lot of space, and I have the freedom to do what I want with it, you know, for painting and decorating. And, you know, I have family and friends who love me, and I get to see them, and I have a job, and I have a car, and I'm healthy, you know, I can move around freely, and, you know, I have so much to be thankful for and grateful for, and sometimes I forget that. You know, sometimes I'm like, well, I want this and I want this, and, you know, I wish that I had this, and, you know, it's just, I don't know. That's something that I've kind of always struggled with, because I've always told myself that I felt like unfulfilled, like there was always something missing, like I always need more. And it's like, it's okay to want more in certain situations, you know, like if you want to improve yourself or do better, like I feel like that's okay. But I feel like it's also important to frequently be thankful and grateful for what you have, you know, the things that you have and the people that you have and your current state of being. Like I said, I'm healthy. I have free range of movement. I can move my body. I can do things that I want to do. I can, you know, I'm so capable, and I am so fortunate and lucky to have what I do and the people in my life. And I need to be more mindful of that. And someone had commented on one of my videos, and they weren't being mean about it at all. And I can't even remember what it was or what we were talking about, but, you know, they were saying how, like, you know, there are people who want the things that I have. And she's like, you know, you have a gorgeous home, and I'd love to have the space in the home that you have, you know? And that just really made me think, you know, like, yeah, there are so many people out there in the world who don't even have a home. You know, they'd love to have the space that I have. And, you know, sometimes I complain about this place, and it's like, but you're so fortunate, you know, and you're so lucky. And I just need to spend more time being grateful. That's all. So I have a spare room. I told you guys I use my spare room for exercise / personal time more often. So I do have that spare room, which I constantly tell you guys that I want to show you, but I haven't showed you yet. It was a whole hot mess because I had all my Christmas presents hoarded up there. So it was just like a big old mess. But me and Steven, he helped me organize that. And it's pretty much cleaned out now. So I'm going to start using that more, doing more exercise, more like have more personal me time. So I just really want to take advantage of that room that I've decorated and put together. And I just want to use it for good, like, quality time spent on myself and my health and my well-being, you know? So I just wanted to put that on there because I really want to remind myself, like, hey, you should really use that. It's there for you to use, and you put it all together, so use it. So I want to do that. And then I have, my last thing I have on here, find at least one positive thing about my job every day. So what's been happening, and I don't know, obviously I feel like there's something that I need to work on or do or change or something. I don't know. But I get in these things where some days I just dread going to work, and I don't necessarily know what it is. I have anxiety, like, going, and it's not that my job is, like, bad. My job is not bad at all. I am lucky to have the job that I have. It's it's flexible in the sense that my coworkers and my manager are extremely, like, they're just, if I need a day off, I can take a day off. If I need to leave early, if I need to show up late, they're just very flexible with me. And, you know, I work my 40 hours. I'm out by 4 o'clock. I get my weekends off. I have my holidays off. You know, it's just, it's not like a strenuous job where, you know, I'm like, I'm lucky, okay? I don't know how to explain it. I'm lucky. I'm fortunate that I even have a job, regardless of what it is. Like, I have one. But I get in these funks where I don't know what it is. It's like, maybe it's another one of those situations where I want more, or I want something different, or I think, like, is this what I want to do for the rest of my life? But then it's like, but then I feel guilty for thinking that, because it's like, well, why not? It's a decent job. There's nothing wrong with it. I'm just very torn, and I don't want to give up on my job. It's not a job that I'm just going to be like, peace out. You know, I've been with this company for a long time, different positions, but I've been with this company for a long time, and I don't want to just, like, peace out. You know, I want to leave on good terms if I decide to leave, but I don't know. It's like, I'm like, do I need a different job? Do I need something different? Do I need to maybe just change my outlook on my job and find the good in my job and not focus on, like, the negative? So I was trying to go over, like, the pros and cons with Steven the other night. I just don't know exactly what angle I want to go with that, you know? I'm still working on that. I don't know, because some days are great. Some days I'm perfectly fine, happy, dandy. And other days it's like, I don't know. So, yeah, that's something I need to work on, and I just want to find positive things about my job, and I just want to, because that's the thing, I don't want to, like, be just, like, constantly negative and find bad things about it, and just, you know, if I'm going to be there, I'm going to go. It is my job. I want to be there. This company, you know, they have been very accommodating. That's the word I was looking for. They've been very accommodating, and I'm not just going to be like, bye, see ya. You know, I just want to be more respectful and kind than that, you know, not just, you know. So yeah, so I really want to focus on that. Just finding positivity. That is what we're doing. We're trying to be positive, find positivity, do things that feel good to me, and improve my health and my well-being, you know. So that's kind of where I'm at right now. I've been blabbing and blabbing and blabbing. Oh my gosh. But yeah, so that's what I'm focusing on right now. Life is good. It's hectic. I have a lot to focus on. I have things that I consciously have to work on and think about and do and keep in mind. So it's kind of just like a lot right now, you know. So I don't know. I'm definitely going to keep you guys in the loop, film as much as I can, as often as I can. But yeah, I mean, when you guys don't see me, when you don't hear from me, just know that I am doing my best. I am working on myself. I am doing things to improve my well-being, improve my quality of life. I'm trying to be happy and positive, and I have goals that I am focusing on. Yeah, life is good. I hope you guys are good. I mean, I guess I wouldn't necessarily call it like a New Year's resolution, but it's kind of that way, you know? I feel like it's just good to have like, feel like you have a fresh start, you know? You can start goals anytime, but it was like nearing the end of the year and I really, really was like opening up my mind and really trying to be more receptive to those things and take more things in and be more open-minded about certain things, because I really genuinely want to live a long and happy and healthy life. So yeah, so I was like, well, New Year's coming, perfect timing. It feels like a fresh start. I definitely feel different. I'm not like, you know, I'm not going to be like, oh, I'm a changed woman, you know, but I do feel changed. I feel different. I have a different outlook, a different attitude. Yeah, I mean, that's all I can do right now, you know, just work on the things that I'm aiming for, my goals, and you guys will see that, obviously. I'm going to bring you guys along on the way, of course, you know. It would just be, I feel like I just wouldn't even feel like myself or normal at this point if I didn't include you guys in everything, for the most part. But yeah, so I hope you guys are good. If you guys have any goals, you know, I hope that you're able to achieve those, and I hope that you're making the conscious, positive choices that you need to make to reach those goals. You are capable of anything that you want to do. If there is anything in the world that you want to do, you can do it. I believe in you. You have to believe in you. And yeah, we'll be in this together. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up and leave a comment down below for me. If you guys are comfortable enough, definitely leave down in the comments, you know, some of your goals for the year, things that you want to work on. I'd love to hear them. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.